welcome back. I hope you're all okay and you've had a good week. So the name that come out most for this little bear, this little leopard, was Leo. So we're going to have Leo. So we've got our masculine Leo and we've got Polly. Thanks to everyone that decided to put the names down. I was loving reading through them all. I was like, oh, these are so cute. But because Leo got mentioned the most, we've got Leo. Leo and Polly. Our two adoptions. So today we're going to do what would they like to say to you. So we're going to go back into the inner workings of their little minds and see what's kind of going on, what they would like to say to you if they had the chance or the opportunity, or if they're just not telling you. That kind of energy we're going to go into. So we're going to do deck number 1 and deck number 2. Now with this, we're being told, well, I'm being told, tell you, to go with the pictures. Okay, so I'll show you both decks. So this is deck number 1. It's a lot more colourful. Anyone asking, I think that is called the Ostara Tarot. I've had it ages. Okay, deck number 1, and then deck number 2 for my more minimalist people. This is deck number 2. This is one of my favourite decks. It's got a lovely energy, this deck. Okay, so go for the ones where you're more drawn to the pictures today. Alright, so you've got colours and you've got minimalist. Let's show you. Pick a deck. Number 1, number 2. So, yeah, just go with the pictures. That's all they're saying. That's all Spirit's saying. Go with the pictures. Okay, and think about your person. Okay, right, let's go. So it's going to be a different type of reading. I might do this as if it's them talking to you. I'm going to see what kind of comes out. We'll get into deck number 1's energy. What else have I got to tell you? If you haven't found me on Instagram, come find me. Deck number 1, collective energy of deck number 1. As always, it works on the strongest mutual energy between you all. You know the tricks. It doesn't matter regardless of your specific situations. Can you think about your person? Can we get into the collective's thoughts, feelings of their person? Sorry. Just got told off. Thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, and thought processes. I've just got, oh God, who sang that? I can't sing. This is a story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world. And then she looks so sad in photographs. I absolutely love her when she smiles. Who sang that? That song. That is your person's energy as a collective. Okay, so can you tell me what they'd like to say to the people watching? I'm going to do it in a different spread today. Oh, that's a good start. 2. Another good start. What would they like to say? 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it as if it was them talking to you. 4. 5. Ooh. 6. 7. 8. And let's just get one more. Okay. So, what your person would like to say to you, the first thing they would like to say to you is, I love you. Okay. So, they are feeling very sexual energy towards you. I'm not going to put that in their words. I'll leave that one out, but they would tell you that they loved you. They would tell you that there is a really strong sexual chemistry between the two of you, and they would say, I'm sorry if I act on that sometimes, but I don't actually know what else to act on. They'd also say that they sometimes feel blinded by the situation, blinded by love, and they want to progress it with you, but they feel like they're kind of just got another song, Dancing with the Hands Tied by Taylor Swift. Feel like they're dancing with their hands tied. You know, they want to move things forward with you, and then they get this kind of, well, they'd say, I want to move things forward with you, and then my gut instinct kicks in and something doesn't quite feel right, and I know it's to do with me, but I don't really know how to progress with it. They'd say that they think about you a lot, that they can see a really bright future with you, that they would love to communicate that to you. They also know that there's this kind of spiritual pathway between the two of you, and that you kind of echo onto one another's energy, and when one of you kind of has a bit of an eruption, the other one has an eruption as well, and they know there's more going on with this connection than what they would like to let on. So they wouldn't tell you that, you know. They wouldn't say, oh, you know, Shanice, these connection, it's gonna, I know there's something more to it, but I don't really know what it is. I can't put my finger on it because I'm a little bit closed off. Sometimes I'm quite open-minded to spiritual stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily say as a whole it's my forte. So they know that there's that kind of connection that is happening, and this love energy. They would also come towards you and say that I have a lot of fear And the reason for that is because I don't want to feel trapped by the situation. I don't want to feel as if I can't move, as if I haven't got freedom, because I've worked really, really hard throughout my life to start to become the person that I am today. And yes, I have faults, and yes, I have errors, but you know, I'm starting to work through that, and I know that you're working through that too. And that mirroring energy kind of coming out here, we know that we're working through it together. But even if we're not communicating or in separation, or we're in separation at this moment, it's because these fears are kind of building up, and I'm scared of feeling trapped. They would also then say to you, I know I'm quite immature. I know that I can be quite immature about the situation, and sometimes I kind of act on instinct rather than thinking things through. They would say that again, the passionate energy is kind of coming through, that they would say about the passionate sexual chemistry between the two of you. And they would say that they are watching what's going on, and even if they're not talking about what's happening with you in the situation, they would say that they are trying to put a plan together in the back of their mind. They're trying to work out what it is that they want to do about the situation, because whilst all these strong feelings are at the top, they've got this worried kind of feeling coming forward. So they would tell you that they're plotting the situation, trying to work out if there's a solution to it. Moving from that, they're saying, okay, so after all of this, after I know all of this, actually, if you're not in contact or whatever situations you're going through, everything's kind of fallen apart. I feel like I've lost myself along the way, and this is why I'm rebuilding myself up. Situations have happened between the two of us, and I am sorry for a lot of it, but you've also reacted too. Sorry, guys. Just heard that really clearly. Not all of you, but some of you. Takes two hands to clap. We can see that I can see that there's a new beginning in the background for us, but I've just got to sort my shit out first. And once I've sorted that shit out, I will come towards you with peace offerings and make this victory. We can move the situation forward together, and I won't be feeling as trapped anymore, because I'll have had this time to sort it out. And this tower hitting me has made me reassess the situation, and it's going to make me act on heart-centered energy rather than sexual chemistry. I am the King of Swords, you see, and because I am the King of Swords, I act on the logical side of things, and it takes me a while to let my emotions take charge, but once I let this armour down, and once I release this armour, that is when I can make these moves towards you, which is what I I'm going to do. So I'm going to lay my armour down, I'm going to throw my arrows at you. My bird is going to signify the freedom that this relationship is going to bring. So whilst I don't want to feel trapped, once this relationship starts to take a hold, I know that I'm going to feel more free with the situation, and it's not going to be as bad as what I am anticipating. I'm just a bit of a nincompoop, and I'm a little bit scared. And from that, all my wishes are going to move forward. I am still going to be watching you. It is going to take a little bit of time. I am kind of putting all the pieces together, and there is a lot of burdens with this. You know, I do feel quite constricted at this moment in time, but once I've put this armour down and I've realised that this is what I want, I'm going to put my weapons down as well. I'm going to go with the situation, and with the sun, make a happy outcome. Okay, so we've got a bit of a mixed up energy here of what they'd say to you. A lot of kind of fear things going on, feelings of fearing and feeling, sorry, that was a translation error, of being trapped. But this tower's going to hit them, and that tower will then make these movements towards you, and that is when they're going to lay these weapons down. Again, translation error, got muddled, weigh and lay. Put the weapons down, make the movement towards you, and you've got your happy outcome. So your person knows that they want to be with you, and they just have fears of how it's actually going to happen, and that is what they would express to you if they could. They know that they love you. They don't want to dance with their hands tied. They want to go with the flow of this and see how it ends up. They're going to need, this relationship kind of needs to be set free from the ties that it has. You know, a lot of you have got stuff from the past, a lot of you have got stuff in the present, and these kind of, and your person has as well, and these kind of ties, these I wouldn't say karmic cords or cords, I wouldn't even call them cords, I would kind of say the red thread of destiny. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go Google it. The red thread of destiny, you know, it doesn't matter what's going to happen, irrelevant. Sorry, my guy's saying everything then. Right, doesn't matter what they're going to think, because the red tie is still between the two of you, and it's irrelevant what they do at this moment in time. Even though it feels like it's going to be very relevant to you, whatever their behaviour is, the overall outcome of this is really, really positive. They've just got to let this tower hit them, let the emotions come up to the surface. These fears will then dissolve and they'll move towards you. So that is what they would tell you, if they could. Obviously, they don't know the bits about the future, but that at the moment, they'll tell you everything minus the future bits. That's deck number 1. Okay, so if you want to book a private reading, obviously this works on your collective energy. So if you want to book a private reading, email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. I do half hours, 15 minutes, and I do single questions over email. Okay, number 2. Number 2, 1032. Can you get me into deck number 2's energy? So just like deck number 1, as always, it works on the strongest mutual energy between you all. So if you've got individual questions or individual circumstances, you'll want to book a private reading. That's mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. Right, think about your person. Can we get into their person's energy? Okay, my hay fever is really bad today. Okay, can you think about your person? Can we get into their thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions, and thought processes? So, like deck number 1, I try to do it as if it was your person talking to you, because it's quite fun doing it that way. It's a little bit different, so I'm going to try and do it with you as well. It gets a little bit muddled up when we're talking about the future, because they obviously don't know the future yet. Okay. Can you tell me, please, deck number 2 for the collective, what would their person like to say to them? One of you, at least one of you, has just got really bad anxiety in your stomach. Try and return it to sender. What would they like to say to those watching? What would their person like to say to those watching? What would they like to say? I'm setting the spreads up differently today. Working our way down. It's a bit like the domino effect. That's why my guides just said 2, 3. So irrelevant of individual circumstances and what you're doing, again, it will pull out the strongest energy between you all. What your person would like to tell you. Okay. Your person would like to tell you, I'm away at the moment. I'm trying to get my head sorted. I've had a lot of things going on in my life recently, and I've really struggled to work out what's right and what I actually want to do with my life. I'm having a little bit of a wake-up call. I'm having a soulful, a pull from my soul towards you, but at the moment I'm just going to hold fire and not do anything about it. That's because I've got all this other stuff that is happening around me. And if I bring you into that mess as well, it's going to really complicate things. So it's best to kind of keep my distance from you a little bit at the moment. Now this could be, that's what the first card would say. This could be, again, even if you're in contact and they feel like they're pulling away from you or they're not giving you everything you want, that will be what this card is, okay? So no contact, hot and cold, little contact. If your person is giving you loads and loads and loads of contact at the moment, be prepared that they might just step away from the situation a bit later down the line. They would say that you are in a very, very strong, remember it's never gender specific or sexually orientated, okay? But you're in a very strong kind of female energy. They know that you're pretty clued up to how the world works. They can see that nurturing side of you, and they would say that they love how you are as a person, you know. They can say that they would say that they've seen a lot of work that you've put in to yourself grow, and they actually admire you, I'm hearing as well. They admire how you can stand on your own 2 feet. They admire how you know who you are as a person. They admire a lot of you that have gone through all the rubbish. You've kind of come out the other end and you're still standing, smiling, holding on, ready for the next chapter. And your person would say to you that they admire you as how you have grown and how you have developed. Whereas they would say as well that they kind of then also envy you a little bit, because they want to move forward and they want to kind of be in that position where they know what they want. But there are constrictions. I just heard social constrictions. There are emotional constrictions from stuff that's happened to them. There are physical constrictions, so like the third parties, etc. And so they kind of envy you in your freedom and your power and your nurturing energy. They feel that, they see that. they would say to you that at this moment in time they're feeling very heavily burdened by life, but they're taking it all in their stride. They're going with the flow of it. They would know that there is kind of pieces have got to fall into place. So they'd say, I know we're in a kind of domino effect position, and if I'm flicking the top domino, everything is going to fall into place, and therefore I'm also going to take my time with it. With this Temperance card, I'm just going to take my time with it, because you know how I actually feel deep down, and just a lot of you try and discount it because I'm not giving you much. They'd say that. They'd say, I'm working through my stuff, and the stuff that I am working through will come back round, and I will come back towards you. I know you're clinging on to the situation with me, and I'm clinging on to the situation with you as well. I'm going to then make moves towards you. So once I've had this bit of downtime and I've reflected on everything that I want, I am going to throw my, you've got an 8 of Wands as well, throw my arrows towards you, point at you, and make these moves towards you, because you are the one I want, because you are in this Empress energy. You're strong, you're powerful, you're divine being, and they can understand that, so they're going to make these moves towards you. They would say, please don't notice that I am watching your social media. For those of you on social media, I am pretending that I'm not, because I've got one eye shut and I have one eye open, but I am watching your social media. I am a little bit annoyed about what I am seeing on occasions, but I am then reiterating that energy back, and if you are stalking my social media, I am putting statuses up to push your buttons. They'd say that to you. They would then say, I'm fed up with the situation. I know that I'm being a little bit immature about it, but please just bear with me, bear with what's going on. It is going to take me a little bit of time. Some of them would say, I've got issues around family and children, depending on your individual circumstances. The others would say, it's just not kind of working out how I want it to work out at the moment, which is another reason why I need this space. Okay, so please just bear with me. And then they would say, the very last bit, I'm going to come back towards you, and we're going to merge our energies and come towards union, or together. Okay, so that is what they would say. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So let me start from the beginning, just recap it all for you. At the moment, I'm not going to do anything. I admire you. I know it's the kind of domino effect, so I'm just going to wait it out for this time being. I know we're both clinging on to the situation, holding on to it, moving and waiting for something to happen. I am watching your social media. I'm going to make these moves towards you once I've worked it all through. At the moment, I'm feeling fed up whilst I'm working it out, and then I will make some kind of offering to you, which will move me forward towards you. I will come back towards you, and our energies will be a lot more balanced. And that is deck number 2. Pretty good readings, really. So that's what they'd like to say to you as a whole, as your mutual energy. Not bad cards, actually, at all. Never really know how it's going to go when I sit here and I pull the cards, but they feel really, really good. And hopefully that's giving you all a little bit of hope or faith, or whatever you work with, whatever energies you work with. I've just got, for deck number 2, I've got, oh God, is it forever and ever I'll stay in your heart, and I can't sing. Forever and ever I'll stay in your heart, and I will love you together forever. That's how it should be, we shall never part, or whatever the words are. Don't know who it's by, heard it really clearly. I gave deck 1 a song, and I thought, I was just thinking, and I haven't given them a song, and that came through. So deck number 2, forever and ever you'll stay in my heart. It'll work out, it'll come back round. So if you want to book a mutual reading, email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. Leo's Leo, we've called him Leo. Find me on Instagram, that's just Mystic Love Tarot. I love you all lots, and have a really good week, and I'll speak to you soon. God bless. Bye.